Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another Madden video today. So guys, I'm here to give you guys my tips and tricks for, of course, the tournaments, the Blitz tournaments, to get you guys hopefully easier to tier 7 to get those max rewards. So if you guys wanted to get yourself a diamond player every single week, or if you just wanted to take a slower approach to it, get to tier 7 and wait 3 weeks and get a 94 overall masters with Jerry Hughes, Dak Prescott, and then I think there's 3 other players or something like that, 4 other players, I can't remember. But of course, you guys want those rewards. They are awesome. You can, like I said, get a diamond player for free every single week. So we already had our tournaments right here. Now I have talked to the dev team about some things that I felt like needed to be changed, and I addressed it, and I got a lot of feedback when I did the stream for the tournaments. Now of course guys, the first round was released on Thursday, so it was actually a 2-round tournament: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it was over. Now there was a lot of confusion. People thought if on Thursday, Friday I get to tier 7, get 200 trophies. On Saturday, Sunday, I guess the milestones reset and I can get to tier 7 again and get another 200 trophies. It's actually not like that. So first off, you got 3 rounds every single week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So those are 3 rounds, and of course you have 3 attempts per round, or should I say 3 lives to make it sound a little easier. So you can use 1 life and play as many times as you want until you lose a match. Once you lose a match, you actually lose a ticket, or a life. So then you have 2 more tickets to go ahead and try to get to tier 7. If you fail again, if you lose another match, you have 1, and if you lose again, you have no more tickets. So if I started on Monday and I played a ton of games, but I lost all 3 games, I can either go ahead and buy an attempt ticket for 200 Madden Cash, guys, or what I can do is actually wait it out. So if you guys see here, so this is actually recorded on a Tuesday, so my round is basically about to end. So tomorrow on Wednesday when I'm posting this, the rounds will refresh. You guys can see in the Monday, Tuesday round, I got the 64,595 points. Now, of course, guys, you guys see at the top as well, I have no more attempts. All of them are X'd out. But instead of me going ahead and buying a couple attempts right here, buy 1 more attempt and use a ticket, I'm actually gonna wait it out and wait for my refresh and then score 500 points, because that's pretty simple in Overdrive, and that's not really that hard. So of course guys, when the next round comes out, you still keep the same amount of points wherever you're at, and of course you will get 3 brand new rounds. So of course, think of it like this: it is not a fast sprint to get to tier 7 every single round. You get to tier 7 through all 3 rounds. So it's more of a marathon. It's not like you have to do everything in one shot. And I feel like, yes, for people that want to grind this thing out, like, hey, they want something to do every single 2 days or 3 days, depending on what day you're looking at, from Friday to Saturday or Friday to Sunday. I know you want to grind something else, come back to the game, play something. But of course, for players that don't play that often or don't have a great team, this makes it a lot cheaper for them, because, hey, they can keep the points for them, and of course they get 9 lives instead of just 3 lives to get to tier 7. So of course that is there. But of course guys, I had feedback from, of course, the live stream that I did, and I did talk to a couple of dev people and people on the Madden team. They have listened to feedback. Hopefully they'll implement things in the near future. There's no ETA on that, but of course they have listened to feedback, and maybe we'll see some changes if you guys are not liking this format right here. But they're collecting data from this tournament and of course getting feedback and all that good stuff. So with that out of the way, think of it as a marathon, guys. You don't have to go ahead and get get to tier 7 in the first round. You have 9 lives to get it, so don't rush it. Now, of course, for me, you guys can see I did lose 3 times, more than 3 times in this tournament. But I do that because there was a strategic way, and I'll get to that in a second. But moving on to our first tip. So you got to go ahead and play Overdrive base as of right now inside of tournaments. Now, they did talk about in their little stream that they did for the sneak peek that they might be open to later down in the future to bring back head-to-head, non-online, like the original head-to-head, where you take turns, where you got 3 drives to score as many points, or not as many points, to score 8 points or 7 points, or even get a touchdown, whatever, and stop the opponent from scoring. So of course there is that, but as of right now, it is Overdrive. So my first tip for you guys, instead of going and knocking out the tournament and just running into it as right away, my honest opinion and honest tip is, first, go to Overdrive, man. Literally, there's nothing to lose by playing Overdrive inside the Overdrive match. If you do it in the tournament, you lose a ticket. Now, of course, for some of you guys that absolutely hate Overdrive, you don't like the mode as well, and you don't even want to touch it, I guess this is where the tip video ends for you, because I don't know what to say until they add in those new head-to-head different type of modes. But first tip, go ahead and play Overdrive, guys. Check out what you like. Which captain and which coach do you like? For me, I love the John Madden, I guess stop right here, because it just helps out so much defense, offense. I like those personally myself. But of course, guys, every single round you cannot use the same captain and coach, so you have to go ahead and see other coaches and captains that you like and dislike, all that good stuff. So first off, find your coach and captain inside of Overdrive, play that, and then of course, like I said, find your coach and captain. But also, what you should also look at, so once you find what you're familiar with, what playbook you like, what type of captain you like for the captain bonuses, for me, my favorite is Alvin Kamara. But of course, you want to kind of recognize what other captains other people are using. So Tom Brady, for example, if you see you're matched up against another Tom Brady, you get to see the captain coach right before the game. If you guys see he has Tom Brady, you know that his captain bonus is 7 receptions for a tight end. So you know he's going to be passing. So for me, when I have John Madden, my defense is to go ahead and stop those long bombs, those fail Marys, so my cornerback. So that's a good one. So for me, when I see a captain that has players that or their captain bonus is passing, such as Larry Fitzgerald, where it's 6 receptions and stuff like that. So you guys need to know which which captain they have, what their captain bonus is, so you can go ahead and throw counters their way and get those bonuses, and when they fail, you get extra points. So make sure you guys remember, like this one's a solid one right here, 175 total receiving yards. So you guys know if they have Jimmy Graham, they're gonna be passing the ball instead of running the ball. So you want to throw counters in their way to either make them run the ball more or make your defense better, so it's harder for them to get those receptions, so they don't get their captain bonus. So that's my number 1 tip. Get familiar with Overdrive. Figure out what money plays work for you, what money play captain or what money captain and coaches work for you, and then just memorize who is the captain they're using and what their captain bonus is, such as like receptions for the halfback for Todd Gurley, and I think wide receiver receptions for plus 10 yards for Antonio Brown. So that's number 1 tip. Just get familiar with Overdrive. That's very simple. Now, number 2 tip, guys. Make sure you guys play these ones right here, these solo challenges. They come up every single week. You can get free trophies and stuff like that for doing the challenges. But number 1 right here, challenge number 1, it's going to give you an attempt ticket. So, hey, maybe you do fail the 3 chances and you're so close and it's like the end of the week and you want to get to tier 7. You got this free ticket to play one more time, and that's it right there, right? Boom, right there for you. So make sure you guys play these free solo challenges, because, yo, it's basically helping you out, giving you more trophies, giving you that attempt ticket so you can progress and get better at the tournaments and stuff like that, so you can play more games. Number 2, so you guys got to look at what the bonus is. Oh, so if you guys remember, so see how it says Alvin Kamara plus 50%, and if I use right now for this tournament, for this week round, it was 50% for a captain in spread and 50% for a coach in the same spread lineup. So if you guys really care about points and helping out, you want to use a coach and captain, you can go ahead and do that, give you guys some more points if you're confident in your offense and whatever a new captain there is. But of course, for me, I wanted to just use what I'm familiar with. It just happened to be that the spread lineup is plus 50%. So of course, guys, look at the 50% bonus, but of course, don't just pick a captain and coach just because you might not like the playbook, and don't be tempted just because you're gonna get the extra 50%. Don't be greedy. If you know you're gonna win more games with your spread lineup and they're saying 50% for a West Coast, but you don't know the West Coast playbook at all, I would not risk it, because you're gonna lose more attempts, and I just feel like it's not worth it. For me, I just got lucky that Alvin Kamara is spread and they asked for spread. Now, moving on to our next one, before you get into your lineup and lock them in, make sure you're not anxious right away. I think I could have won a lot more games and actually got to tier 7 in this round if I moved Alvin Kamara to my flex, and oh, I can still do it. All right, so I didn't know that. Okay, that's sick. All right, so I moved Alvin Kamara there, but make sure you know where your captain is and you can move him to your flex or running back. Because if I put him on Barry, I lose Barry Sanders, right? If I move him to the flex, he's gonna be in the flex, and he's better than Alvin Kamara. 92 overall is better than Melvin Gordon, so that's gonna help me out. And if you're using like Antonio Brown and you have like Calvin Johnson, you don't want Calvin Johnson not being in the game. Move him to another wide receiver. That's not gonna be something that's not like your main one that you're losing out on your best player. So there is that. So once that is all being said, guys, moving on to my, I guess, one of my last tips that I can send you guys for the tournament. So one big thing that is really weird is that the matchmaking is a little different. It's not gonna match you up with people with your exact same power level, because if I go back to like my first ever win, okay, it's not gonna show here, but you guys can see right here, 30, this guy had like a 400 power rating and my power rating was 1,000, and it's gonna be a lot. It's not gonna be a fun time, right? So you can see this guy only scored 34 points. I think he rage quit because he saw that my team was a lot higher overall, and I was just going off in the beginning because, hey man, you want to score points because you need to get the points for your tiers. So of course the ranking is not based on power level. So if you guys are getting upset, hey, you're not have a great team, you don't have a great power level, I suggest, guys, the best time for you to join into the tournament, it's gonna be during the weekend, because as we know, as of right now, if they don't change anything, it's gonna be the draft. So you guys see my power level is 1035, and I'm really satisfied with my team and how we play, and I know my play's locked down, so I should be able to get through a lot of things. I've been a player with 500 power level ahead of me. I just play better, and yeah, so overdrive, practicing overdrive helps you out a lot, guys, so make sure you guys do that. But of course, let's say you have 500 power level. You want to upgrade your team with the bonuses from the tournament, but you have 500 power level and you're getting matched up against people with 1,000 power, and you're really getting frustrated because, hey man, it's very, very hard for me to go ahead and score big points and win the games, and I'm just losing my tickets right away. Now, of course, I do not recommend playing during Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Make sure you play them because you guys get those free tickets. Why not use to get the points? But when do I suggest you, if you have a lower overall team to play, my suggestion for you guys is play during the weekend. Why do I say that? Because it is the draft. You can draft a better team, a higher overall than you have, or power level. I did a random draft with the fastest players, and I got a 935 power level, I think it was, if you guys want to go back to check out the last video. But yeah, if I was at 500 and I'm at 900, that's gonna help me a lot. One, that's gonna help me a lot better. My team is now better than my team that I already have. And then number two, since everybody else is drafting, if they don't draft smart, they might have a lower power over than you, and then you might even have a higher one, or it will be pretty even. So that's my suggestion for you guys. If you guys don't have the best team, the highest power and stuff like that, and you're getting very frustrated with the matchmaking, the best time to play for that is going to be the weekend, because everybody is going to be around the same type of power levels, because everybody's drafted a team. It's not just I'm going up against a guy who spends money and buys bundle versus someone who doesn't. It's just fair playing field. It's however smart you do your draft. So yeah, guys, those are my tips. Hopefully you guys get to tier 7, and this helps you out to get you to tier 7, to get yourself the master players, or like I said, you can get a diamond player. You guys can see 200 trophy plus the crown, and I will get you a master play, a diamond selection, and I think there's 3 diamonds in that pack. Or you guys can go ahead and do the select master, which costs you 600, and that's what I'm doing myself. And I'm gonna go for this Jerry Hughes right here, But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this video helped. If it did, leave a thumbs up on this video. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. You know to tune into for everything Madden Overdrive and the tournament, and that's right here on the channel. And I'm getting very excited, guys, because Ultimate Freeze is probably gonna be right around the corner. But of course, guys, always stay hype, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.
What's up?